Good afternoon, US. Good evening, UK. Hope everyone's well. And tonight I've got a very special guest who I've spoken to before. It's Neil Packer. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Hectic weekend, and sounds like you've had a hectic one as well.
Oh, my weekends are always hectic though.
I
I don't I
know.
don't I don't do a lot in the week, but the weekends make up for it, I think.
Yeah, that's it. But you've got such a fantastic place. I love it.
Thanks. Well, you're a regular. You've been coming for years now, haven't you?
Yeah, you've
Was,
had
was it?
such about 5 years. I think I've been coming 4 years.
Yeah, I know it weren't long after we opened since you first paid us a visit,
Yeah, and
and we can't
I,
get rid of you now.
I know that was it. And I had that weird interaction with one of your items, which
Oh
it's a
yeah,
shame that's over with, but that was like 2 to 3 years, wasn't it?
yeah. You named that the clicky box, didn't you, Jacqueline?
Yeah, the clicky box. So, well, actually, when you look at it now, because all the wax has come off and it's a sad, sorry state of affairs,
Yeah.
but I have got a picture of all its life. So
Mm.
I've got it from when you got it to when now it's dead, basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's just an empty box now.
it's just a shell, isn't it? And it's a
Yep.
shame. So basically, one day Neil got an item. It was on a Monday, and I was in there on the Friday. I think it was with Paranormal Hauntings and Project Paranormal,
Mm.
and Phil Newton and one or two others. And I don't know, I was just fascinated by this item, which had just come into the centre,
Yep.
and that was it really. And I don't know, I held it at the end of the night, and my face changed.
Yeah.
But previous to that, Jane, the medium, Jane Rowley, she'd actually drawn what she'd got out of the box, and the
Yeah.
changes on my face actually matched what her drawing was like.
Yeah.
And
Fascinating.
then it continued after that, really. It was another photo of me with white light coming out of a box,
Yeah.
orb-like, but not like your dust photos.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a bit different, but yeah, and
I remember it.
yeah, and it just, I don't know, it kept clicking at me randomly for about 2 to 3 years, didn't it?
Yeah. And when it was you were even clicking noises during the day before you came as well, didn't you? Whenever you came.
Yeah, it's about 2 to 3 weeks before I came. Hey, it's Jane. Must have had ears burning.
Evening, Jane.
What about Clicky Box?
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, someone in a team opened it without us knowing.
It's disgusting. It
But
really is. Yeah,
that's the
it's
part
shocking.
parts of the paranormal for you, isn't it?
Well, that's it. You're so trusting because you've got all these items out, and apart from selected 2 or 3, you can
Hmm.
touch any of them.
Yeah.
Why can't you just go in and respect things? And
Well,
that's
yeah.
it.
The vast majority of teams and people are respectful. It's just one or two. But
Hey,
that's life, isn't it?
somebody
I
should get back to work in Auckland. Oh, bless you, Mark. So Mark actually travelled from Auckland and arranged to meet a few of us at the centre. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was a quiet night though, wasn't it?
it was a shocking night. Yeah, they
Um,
all hid away. It's weird.
Perhaps it's because he's a foreigner.
I don't know because
I
we were
don't know.
laughing we were crying, weren't we? There's so much energy, and if say like you get
Yeah,
paranormal with loads of energy,
yeah.
like there's Laurie and Jones, there's Orange. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so
Yeah.
brilliant who was there, and like,
Also, another unfortunate thing. We do have teams who come in with mediums or individuals come in and close things down. Whether they don't like what we do, I don't know. But just before you lot came, someone had closed the portals down and that sort of thing. And
yeah,
once they do that, it's the centre's a weird place. It's not like most places. You close our portals down, it sort of pushes all the spirits out, and it takes Jane to come in and reopen everything. Within a couple of weeks, it gets back to normal.
yeah.
So,
That's
but again, you
it.
say I don't understand why mediums would do that, or perhaps they do it accidentally. I don't know. Perhaps perhaps because we are so open, and we experiment and things. People think perhaps they think they can come into the centre and experiment to try things without actually knowing what they're doing, and
Yeah.
it sort of backfires on us.
Yeah, that's it. Like you are a research centre,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. And there's a lot of things that you do which other like teams will say, "Oh, you've got to do this, got to do that." Well, you say, "Well, why? Why have you got to do this and that?" So you
Yeah,
test it out.
we question everything. Like, for example, the Ouija boards. Someone wrote those rules, and we said, well, why do you have to close the Ouija board down? You don't close any other piece of equipment down, really.
No.
So we always leave our Ouija boards open, and to be honest, in our experience, it don't make a blind bit of difference. To me, they're just a bit of cardboard with letters and numbers on.
Well, that's right. Yeah,
It's down to you who are using it as to who comes through or not.
that's right. Yeah, and it's like anything you do, isn't it? You know, you've got the board, you've got the glass, you're still trying to communicate with something.
Yeah.
And it's all about intent, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
And all said and done.
Yeah. Definitely.
And yeah, but the activity we could get in there, and yeah, I am lucky to host, and thanks for that.
Yeah. Of course,
And
you're one of our hosts for our own Ghost Hunt Experience nights.
it's bloody awesome, isn't it? Like, what have I done? About 4 now, and what's going
Yeah.
on? It's mad, isn't it?
I do believe because you are working, you tend to work with Amanda and Kathy, and
Correct.
because
Yeah.
you three are working so much together at the same location, the location knows all three of you, and you've got the right blend of energies between the three of you.
Yeah.
That makes it easier for any spirits or anybody to activate to give you activity.
That's right.
You know, the
Yeah.
last two have been phenomenal. I
I
must
know.
admit. So much so I've had to buy walkie-talkies so they can all keep in touch with me.
Yeah.
But to me, that's what people pay for. You know, they pay for activity.
Well, that's right.
Sometimes it's more than people expect, and sometimes it's more than people can handle. But
Yeah.
we can. So
Yeah, that's right. Like the last two, it kind of picked off Kathy.
yeah.
Oh well, both, doesn't it?
Well, Amanda started off
Kathy
with,
and
wasn't
Amanda. It picked off Kathy and Amanda one week,
it?
and the next week I walked into the war room, felt like I'd walked into like the bomb zone. My
Yeah.
ears were like all ringing and stuff, and all of a sudden I was choking. I had to get out, and I had about 3 guests with me, and then I didn't even think to use a walkie-talkie.
But that to me, that's what people come for.
Yeah, that's right.
To be honest, I don't understand all this white light protection at the start of ghost hunts, because I just think you're limiting the activity that you're going to get
Yeah, that's
with
right.
too much white light or too much protection. Because to be honest, at the centre, there's nothing that's happened there that I know we can't handle. If I can't handle it, Jane's just at the end of a phone call.
Yeah, Jane is a brilliant medium.
So if it is quite bad, I know I can just give Jane a ring and she'll come and sort it out, which we have had to do in the past. So I've got no doubts we can't sort anything out.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you've dealt with everything, and you've just got such a mix of spirit and everything. Have you? Here's another regular. Michelle, she comes down quite a bit now on a Wednesday,
Yeah.
don't you? And yeah, like recently, Michelle got some great footage. Yeah.
Yeah, again, you see, Michelle comes with the Haunted Live guys.
Yeah.
They've been coming just since we first opened. So it's nice for us to see how they've progressed, how they've changed as a team, how they're picking up more now than they did when they first came. And because they've been so many times, it's very rare they get nothing. And I
Yeah,
think it's because the building knows them.
that's it. Yeah. It's the way they work, the energy and everything they do as well, isn't it? You know, it does make a big difference.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I do think perhaps teams need to investigate the centre slightly different to other locations as well. I think I see the centre as a kind of living, breathing organism. Um,
Yeah.
it's hard to explain. It's like it's got its own mind.
Well, it's got its own residence in a way. You know,
Yeah.
it's got its little community going on. And then you keep bringing in different things into the community, and it's how it works together, isn't it? And then
Yeah,
different rooms have different energies in, and they don't, not many actually go from one to the other either, do they?
not very often. Occasionally they do.
Yeah.
But and also interesting. What we've found is when we do something different, like when we do the demon connections, for example,
Yeah.
um, the the spirits or the residents of the building stand back, as though they're saying it's not our time now.
Oh, bless you.
And we do the escape room now as well, and
Yeah.
it's as if the spirits or the building says, it's not our time now. We'll wait till it's a ghost hunt or investigation. So we have nothing during the escape rooms. We hear some noises, but nothing out of the ordinary. So it's as if there's respect in the spirit community, if you like.
That's brilliant. But you let them do, you don't sort of restrict what they do. You don't try. You kind of, you're respectful to them. You want to find out
Yeah,
their stories.
yeah,
You let them, well, I can't say live, but you let them exist
yeah.
within
They,
that
they
area.
they've got free range, free reign. You know, and we do some weird experiments. I must admit, I do get some weird ideas. Um, but most of them work out. For example, last
Yeah.
night we did a live feed. I had this dream again to do this experiment, and the information that we got last night was amazing.
So you go through the demon files. Where do people find this?
Well, it's called the Demon Connection now because we had
Right.
to change
Okay.
the name because Demon Files has been used before, and I didn't want suing
Oh, yeah. Okay.
by
Good
an
point.
American company. So, Demon Connections. All the episodes are either on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook page.
Right. Okay.
I think we've done about 23, 24 now.
Wow.
Um, and to me, at this moment in time, the Demon Connections is the most important thing that we do.
That's brilliant. Yeah, because you
Um,
are doing something different, aren't you?
yeah, yeah, we're challenging the myths and legends of demons. I
Yeah.
know you put in comments up, but I can't read them because I haven't got my glasses on.
Oh, Jane says we feel the centre is a little like a beacon to the spirit world,
Yeah,
and it is,
James
isn't
said it's
it?
many. In the Ghostbusters film, the fire station had this light coming out the top. That's how we see the centre. It's like a light saying, "Come up to all the spirits." Any kind of spirits. They're not just got to be humans. They could be creatures. They could be aliens. They could be
Creatures.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Demon Connections is special. Some people did fall out with me when we said we're doing it because they didn't agree with what we're doing. But hey, that's up to them. To me, they're missing out
Yeah, that's
because
it.
I always say after we've done one, I always say, well, that's the best one yet. Um,
You really
and then
did
I
enjoy
say,
this
then
one,
I
didn't
say to Jane, well, how are we going to top that experiment? And I think Jane will probably agree. But last night's was special.
you?
Do you,
Wow,
do you
that's
want me to tell you
brilliant.
what we did last night?
Yeah, and then obviously, if anybody then wants to tune in, if you check Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre, and then you can check it out from there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
well, basically what we did last night is Jane does the invocation, which will always be kept secret.
That's right. Yeah, you don't
She's
want
got that
anyone
from the
copying.
spirit world, so we're not going to give that
No.
method to anybody else. She invites the demon who we've chosen. Well, they choose the next one anyway. The demon from the last one chooses who's next.
Oh,
And
that's
I had this idea of Jane, once she's invited him, Jane putting me into a meditative state in the copper pyramid, in the
wow.
sanitarium.
Yeah.
And then once I was there, I was blindfolded. I had headphones on, the builder's headphones. So
Estes
I
method.
couldn't, no spirit
No.
box,
Okay.
no spirit box. But I
Wow.
couldn't see, I couldn't hear anything. And I was in this meditation, and then Jane asked the demon to come and join me.
Wow. Okay.
And I had a pen and a book in front of me, and whatever he put into my head, whether it was a symbol or words, I wrote. And there's so much information that I wrote last night, and
Wow.
I nearly filled the book.
And you don't class yourself as a medium either, do you?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not a medium at all. That's Jane's job. That's why I pay her the mega
Yeah.
bucks. Being joke
Yeah.
that I pay Jane the mega bucks.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a medium. But when I was in the meditative state, I felt like I was in the woods by a running stream, and I could see a
Wow.
dark shape. I couldn't make it out, but that was the demon. And Jane and Amy were asking questions, and he was writing the answers down. I couldn't hear what they were saying. At the same time, Ant did the noise reduction method or the Estes method. He didn't get a single word, which is unusual.
Wow.
Because this demon was so focused on what he was giving me. What Jane says.
Paid mega bucks, laughing loads.
But Jane and I have been working together many years, and because we used to do venues together, so
yeah,
Jane and I just work together so well.
it's great you've got that trust because there is a massive issue. Like here we go, like Mark Warbank, who's got a thing here about egos and stuff. Thinks it's down to ego. So many think they're better or higher up the ladder than others, or have all the answers, or more experience. So more. A little grounding and a little reality check or two soon sorts them out. The Earth is incredibly fascinating as it is, without adding unfounded fantasy into the mix as fact. Enjoy it for what it is. Don't expect anything and enjoy the experiences as they come. Wow.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
need to write a book. That is brilliant. That's really profound. I love that. True.
I agree. Ego is a massive problem in the paranormal.
Yeah.
Now, I've not been involved in the paranormal that many years compared to some people. Amy, for example, who works at the centre with us, been doing paranormal donkey's years, 30, 40 years, maybe. I don't know. I think I've been involved 10 years or just over 10 years. So I'm quite new, really. But the team I got with Jane, Ant and Amy, we are all willing to try anything. Any stupid idea that I come up with, we will give it a go.
Yeah, and it's great to have the trust and friendship.
Yeah, and if Jane says she sees somebody, I don't question it. That's it. It's true to me.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, ego and trust, big issue in the paranormal.
Yeah, and it's like whether
getting better.
It's like the ego, whether it ruins a lot for relationships. You get good friends together, and then I don't know what steps in. Why does something change? It's just crazy.
And people fall out.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people fall out. Just because you don't agree with what I'm saying doesn't mean to say you got to fall out. Just say, I don't agree with you, Neil, but we can still be mates.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
But a lot of people can't do that. I've had people unfriend me on Facebook because I'm still friends with some people in his old team.
Oh my gosh, I've had that as well.
You probably the
Yeah.
same team. Met a few years ago now.
Oh no, this was yeah.
But he says,
I don't want we don't go down the route, but yeah.
yeah. But he says something like, "If you're still friends with my old team members, unfriend me." I thought, well, don't tell me who I can be friends with. They
No.
ain't done it to me.
Oh, I think I remember that vaguely. Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah, a
catch up
long time
after.
ago. I think he
Yeah, I
unfriended
remember that
you as
one.
well. I
Yeah,
think
I
we've
think
had a chat about this, but
I think so, yeah.
let's focus on the positives.
Yeah, we've got Dee Crosley here as well. She basically medium of 55 years. It's not about ego, but some hate me for it. And that, it's mad, isn't it? You're all after the same thing. Ian Griffiths as well. He's been there with this ego thing, but Jeanette Bean as well. But yeah, I know so many. Oh God, why?
It's a shame.
You just want the answers, surely. And in a world where we can't ever know all the answers or even know many answers, to be fair,
Yeah,
it's just
it's a
what we
shame. It's a
surmise,
shame
isn't
that
it?
I don't think the TV helps with that.
Yeah.
You know, perhaps once people start getting a bit of a name for themselves, they think they're better than other people. It don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm no better or worse than anybody.
Oh, that's right. Like, yeah. Like, when I've got guests and some do no shows, but why don't you let me know? I don't know,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
keep
There's no
my
need
mouth
for it.
shut.
Yeah.
You do. You just get on with it, don't you?
Well, that's what I do. I don't like drama. There's a lot of drama. Yeah,
Oh
that's
God,
another
I
thing
keep
about the
out of it.
paranormal, the drama. I keep out the drama. I don't make many comments. I don't like Facebook. I must admit.
No, it's
Unfortunately, when you
cauldron.
got a business, I guess you have to have it. But
Yeah, I wish there was another format because they keep changing what you can and can't do. And oh no, like even on here, like if I look at the comments later, because I try and say hello to everyone, someone will say hiya. So Facebook have blocked it because it's spam or something.
yeah,
And that's
it's
just
crazy,
higher, really? So it
crazy.
doesn't make sense. And then something what shouldn't be on Facebook, oh, that's fine. Like on my
Yeah,
page,
I
I've got a
don't.
review from Dr. Whatever,
Yeah,
I used to do, then Dr. Whatever came along. I've reported it as spam to Facebook, but because they've left a review on my page, I'm stuck with it.
it's crazy.
Come on.
I don't like. I must admit, I've never liked being controlled.
No.
And I think that's what Facebook does.
Oh, it does.
I think all the credible people in the paranormal need to get together and create something ourselves.
That's right. There you go then. That's a task for you.
Well, I've got an idea, but I've just got a
Yeah.
lot of minute.
Well, yeah. Definitely. So I've got Andy. None of us are experts at this. We all learn as we progress, makes us all equal. There should be no ego trips from anyone. Shame on those that try that. And yeah, absolutely right. Like
Definitely.
D Crosley hates drama. Val doesn't do drama, and that's it, isn't it? You just I just go out and work with different people. If I respect people, I want to talk to them. I want to interview them. If I don't respect them, then they can sod off, as far as I'm concerned. Not interested.
I don't creep around anybody.
I don't. No.
To me, I've got nothing to prove. This is my journey.
That's right.
The center is my journey. I'm just lucky that people want to come and experience what we're doing. So,
But you've created something at a reasonable price because now, like, people can go there. What is it? How much is it?
well, we just lowered the price, haven't I? Because the cost of living. It's on a Friday. It's something like, I think it's £200 to book an investigation. Saturday it's 220 or something.
Yeah, but also, like, if people want to book on your public night,
our public nights.
If it's a team, they sort of could go.
It's £18 per person on a public night.
Yeah, that's right, which is a crazy price. Because everywhere else is like 25, isn't it? So it's brilliant bargain price, and you can get to go off on your own as well if you're
Oh yeah.
experienced. So
If excuse me, if people who are involved in the paranormal want to come on our ghost hunt experience nights, they can pay the £18, and we'll keep them separate from the novices, if you so to
oh, that's
speak.
right. Yeah.
So you can do a ghost hunt. It's a 4-hour ghost hunt for £18. Which to me is a fairer price. You see some £60, £70. I don't know how people can pay that, to be honest. I couldn't afford that.
Well, I have and I do, but
Mm.
I don't go abroad on holiday.
No, well,
You know, it's
this is
like
what
a
you
holiday
enjoy.
weekend for me, and that's what I count it as.
Yeah,
And
so that's good. That's fine.
so I'm single, so
Yeah.
it's something to look forward to, isn't it?
Oh
I
yeah.
just sort of
Well,
do.
that's what you need in life, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's the kind of escape, isn't it, from
yeah, that's right. So
reality?
usually it's like I'm restricted to about an hour because I don't want to travel too because I can't drive
Yeah.
further than an hour at night because I'm too tired. So I've
Yeah.
got to do my own safety.
Yeah.
So like if it is more expensive, like 80 or whatever, then I'll go and I'll go camping and I
Mm.
make a weekend, cheap accommodation and just
Yeah.
enjoy the
Yeah.
area while I'm there. Like I
Yeah,
went to
mate.
Shepton Mallet for 2 days last year. So I booked 304 nights camping. So I went to
Yeah.
Glastonbury and stuff and it's great.
That's
You
good.
know,
Good
a
idea.
different part of the country, don't you?
Yeah.
And yeah. But you just get too tired though, don't you?
I must admit, I used to go all around the country with with my venue group. Excuse me. And if you finished a ghost hunt at 2 o'clock and then you got a 3-hour drive afterwards,
Couldn't
that
do
used to
it.
kill me.
Yeah, I
Sundays
can't
was
do
a
it.
waste. Sunday was a waste of time because you're just so tired. Now I'm very lucky. If I go to the centre in the car, it's 5 minutes in the car. No, I can walk. Well, I can walk home in
Oh,
15 minutes. So
yeah.
I am very lucky to have the centre, I must admit.
Well, no, but you created that. It's not just come, has it? You've worked at it.
Oh, it's been hard work, and
Definitely.
when I first said I was doing it, some people said I'm crazy,
Oh, yeah. Because
but
I think you were the first in the country, weren't you?
yeah, yeah,
And that's it. And, and like you've extended the amount of changes you've had to make to the building and
yeah,
moving things around. And oh, gosh. Yeah, it is hard work. People don't see that. And then COVID, you had, you got that job and like, my God. But you kept
yeah,
us. All credit to you for keeping the centre going during that time.
yeah. That wasn't easy, I must admit.
No,
The first lockdown was okay because the council gave all the businesses that had to close a grant. So
yeah,
the council gave me my wages. But the second one, because we only had 2 lockdowns in Leicestershire, because we didn't come out of the second one. The second
oh,
one,
of course.
I had to go and get a proper job. That killed me.
Oh God, I know. It's killing me
But
at
I
the
enjoyed
moment.
it. I met some nice people at the COVID testing site. So
Yeah, it's quite. I guess you've got to have a bit of a sense of humour because
it was quite funny because COVID closed my business, but it paid me wages. So
yeah, that's
it,
right.
it was
And
it was good fun. I met some really great people at the COVID site in Atherstone. So
you'd have to
it
have a
was worth
sense of
it.
humour because it was such a serious state of affairs at the time as well, and
Mm.
the way it was presented as well was really scary, wasn't it? So you got people
It was.
panicking and everything.
It was, but it gave us plenty of time to think of new ideas. Like
That's right.
Jane read and read and read like
Oh,
a
Jane's
bookworm
wonderful.
she is, and she come up with this idea about the demons. So
Yeah.
probably if it hadn't been for COVID, we wouldn't be doing the demon connections.
Yeah. Well, that's it because you did get a chance to step back and think, well, what do I want now? And
Yeah,
yeah, that is brilliant. And yeah, the
we
reading Jane has done is, yeah,
yeah.
it's
I'm
brilliant.
amazed how much reading she does. Mind you,
Yeah.
saves me doing it. So
Oh, bless you. Yeah. It's great that you've got a great partnership. You really have, and it's just fantastic.
oh yeah. Jane is so
Yeah.
important. I keep saying Jane doesn't get the credit she deserves, but it the centre helps her in her personal journey as well. So she wouldn't be doing what she does now without the centre. Hi, Sarah. So it's good.
Sending healing today as well. She's struggling at the moment, bless her.
Dear.
So hope you can start fighting. Bless you. Kelly Elliott, how are you both? All right, cheers.
Yeah, not bad, thanks.
Doing well. Hope you're well. Hi to Cesar. Thanks for joining us. So if anyone's got any question for Neil, anyone in the US or anyone who doesn't know, Neil actually runs a business called the Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre. So basically it's some rooms and they have items in, and the rooms have a theme as well.
Yeah.
So you've got a wall room, you've got a seance room, you've got that attic with which is quite dark in there with dark, and it's brilliant, and you've got the dolls room as well with dolls and clowns, which is enough to freak a lot of people out because everyone loves dolls and clowns. But it's such an interesting place, and it gives people the chance to investigate in safety.
Yeah.
Now,
it is a cool place. Even if I say so myself, it's
well, I'm on my own, and this is a problem. So, I don't want to go out at night on my own. Like, I know somewhere 5 minutes away, World War II bunker. But I'm not going there when it's dark.
No,
it's not the spirit.
No,
no, it's the people.
The living are more scary than the dead.
They are,
there's a lot of bad guys, bad people about.
Yeah, you see all the discarded cans and I don't know what down there. So, you don't really want to bump into anyone on a dark night. And I did come out of there one night and I was with people and you lost sense of direction as well. And it's dark and horrible. But hi, Sen. Hope you're all right. I love Sten's catchphrase. Question everything.
Jackie, we are both doing talks at the same Parafest this year, aren't we?
My gosh, yeah. Yeah, it is the Parafest. Yeah.
In June, isn't it?
Yeah. So me and Neil are guests at the Parafest, which is run by East Anglia Paranormal. I think they've sold out all the VIP tickets. Cool. So basically, it's a day of talks, and there's a ghost hunt as well. So I think you can get day tickets to come to the talks. So both of us speaking there. I've already spoke there once, which was absolutely amazing. I was gobsmacked. They asked me.
Do you know what you're talking about this year?
Well, yeah, I did, but
things
might have changed tonight. But yeah, yeah, spirituality and the paranormal.
Oh, cool.
Because, how I've changed since I've been to the centre.
And I think that's another good thing about what I do. People have been coming to the centre some have been coming since we opened. So I've known people like you over 4 years. So I've seen I've seen you develop. Like I said, I've seen the Haunted Live guys develop. I've seen Michelle Needham develop. I've seen all these people who keep coming back every year, how they've changed, which is nice from my perspective. I'm not saying that we've changed them. It's just that we've seen them adapt in their journey.
Yeah, that's right. Like when I first came in your place, I've been in haunted places, Australia Hall, Gresley Hall, all the Galleries of Justice, Derby Joe, whatever. I've been to these places and the locations. I came in yours, I thought, well, what the hell do you do here? Because it's not that. So it opens your eyes as to, you've got to think of different ways of investigating because of the items, because of the different energies. And it was weird because you arrive and you walk in a room and whoa, what's this? Because the energy, that first time, it just hit me like crazy. I don't know if I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
But I don't know, but it is a different way of working, definitely.
Yeah.
But then what you learn there, you can use when you actually go back to another building, can't you?
That's right. I know some people don't agree with this. For example, we mentioned Ouija boards earlier, that we never close ours down. We have
Yeah.
had at least one team insist that we remove all our Ouija boards before they started.
Yeah.
But that's up
It's
to them. We did
it,
it,
it
but that's
it's
up to
up to,
them.
yeah, but you respect what you
And
know. You respect them. And that's it.
yeah, and the
So
portals. Jane's opened lots of portals at the centre. Some people don't like that idea.
yeah, and but
Um,
that that's what helps with the research and well,
yeah,
really you don't know
well,
what you're getting from 1 week to one day to the next, do you?
yeah. Well, it goes for minutes. You can go walk, especially the attic. You go in the attic at 1 o'clock, and it feels really nice. Go downstairs, go back at 2 o'clock, and you think, oh no, I ain't going to go in there.
Well,
And
that happened a couple of weeks ago, didn't it?
that's how quick it
Yeah,
happens.
that was quite nearly carnage, but it was
Yeah,
strong, wasn't it? Whatever it was, but
it's good
yeah,
fun.
it was. Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted sometimes, but it was. Oh
Sometimes
yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Yeah, if you want experience of paranormal, then okay, like any location, you can never guarantee it. But apart from when Mark came, it was really quiet. And I don't know if we actually got anything that night, and it wasn't
I
about
don't think you,
us.
I don't think you had anything.
I really,
Apart from popcorn jokes, wasn't it?
yeah,
Was it
it's
popcorn?
popping candy, yeah.
Popping candy jokes, which
Yeah,
will
because Mark posted something on his Facebook. Then he kind of invited us all to a few of us to meet up at the centre, and I brought some popping candy, and yeah, there's a joke associated with it, but yeah, I won't go into it.
yeah. But
But
Mark
yeah,
Mark Mark is actually one of the guest speakers at the Para Meet in September, so I will mention it to him.
yeah,
I can
bless
remind
you.
him.
Yeah, I'll have to find the original post. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Take care, Stan. Stan's brilliant. Yeah, I've got a lot of time for Stan. Actually, me and Stan, right? We had a discussion about something on Facebook. So somebody
Hmm.
posted something about Jack the Ripper.
Hmm.
So me and Stan just started this discussion, and it ended up going over into inboxes. And we're like, really? We weren't kind of arguing, but but we just agreed to disagree.
You're
And
discussing.
we were discussing, and oh my God, I've got great respect. I really have.
Yeah.
And
Like I said before, not everyone agrees what we do at the centre,
exactly.
especially with the demon connections. Some people totally disagree what we're doing, but we can still be friends over it. We're
Oh
not
God,
we're not
yeah.
destroying the earth. To be honest, we're finding out, especially last night, we are finding out more about the beginning of time.
Oh wow,
That's how in
awesome.
depth it was last night. Than you could ever imagine.
Yeah, definitely have to watch it. Yeah, I've just been a bit tired today.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. After 3 nights out, 2 nights investigating, and one night in Nottingham, I'm
Belinda
absolutely
Carlisle,
shattered.
though, she must have been
Yeah,
worth
I
it.
know. Watching Belinda Carlisle and the Christians after all this time, absolutely awesome. But
Yeah.
with an invest till 3 o'clock on Friday at Dudley Castle, then Derby Jail till 2 o'clock last night. We're a bit tired.
Yeah.
Obviously, when I have a full time job as well, luckily I got today off. So yeah.
That's too
But
much for you, Jacqueline.
actually, yeah, when you don't actually see much of the daylight because you're that
Yeah.
shattered. Oh
Oh
no!
dear.
Like tomorrow, I've got to be on the ball at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I know. With queries and I don't know what.
Oh.
So Jane basically, the building's haunted in itself, and there are many items with energies attached, and visitors can also get messages from their own loved ones in spirit. Which, yeah, we've seen that as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. It's
when you do seances, you don't know who's coming through.
well, we never who's going to be there anyway. On our ghost hunting experiences that we organise, we don't know who's going to be there.
That's right.
Some locations are known for, the Black Monk, for example,
Yeah.
and that's
Question mark. Yeah.
or they're known for one or two spirits, and that's who you go looking for at that location, I think. But we're not well known for a particular spirit, or we got
That's
ones that
right.
come. We got some that come back more than others, obviously.
Yeah.
But you don't know if you're going to get the Doctor one night or
Yeah.
whoever. You just I've no idea who's going to be there on any particular night.
And as a host, it's wonderful because we don't generally say what's happening. And like when I go in the dolls room, people will go up to a certain item and like, oh yeah, here we go again. And then they
Yeah,
go into the attic room and this character will come through and it's like, I don't say, I
yeah,
will like say, yeah, I'll, if
yeah,
they say, oh, this, I said, carry on, and you kind of push them to get all the information for themselves
yeah.
because it's
That's
their
right.
night. And also, we let them basically do what they like, within, we've
Within
got
reason.
kit if they want to use it, they can use whatever methods they like.
Mm.
And it is like open to or like all levels as well.
Yeah.
Well, some teams you kind of like, I went on one kind of recently, and it's not with the team as such, and we had four different areas, and
Hmm.
each area we give a board or a table to do. That
Mm.
was it,
And that was it.
and that
But
was difficult.
but that's how some teams like to work, isn't it? And
But you like, I kind of changed one of them into a seance. It kind of,
yeah,
I think the leader kind of got lost somewhere, and we're all in a room. So yeah, I was sort of said, oh, let's do a seance.
yeah,
So then when the leader came in, it's like, oh, we're doing this, so it's all good. So yeah, people were like, they hadn't done that before. They kind of experienced things personally, which was good.
yeah. That's good.
They felt sensations, and that's it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
that's good.
and that was great. But a paranormal is different to each and every one of us. We've all got what we want and what we
Well,
like, haven't we?
I love it when people have personal experiences um at the center. I know that's not evidence for the other people, perhaps, but for
Yeah,
that person who's getting the experience, like being touched on the head or cold blow in the face or whatever it is, I love it because that person can't explain that. With
that's it.
with Ouija boards and table tipping and things like that, they are easily manipulated.
That's right, and that's why I stay away from them.
So
Generally,
if you're on a Ouija board with four people that you don't know, you're always going to doubt unless you get some fantastic
that's
um,
right.
evidence that the other can't know. You are always going to doubt it.
That's right. That's
But
why I do keep away from these things because, there have been the first time I did table tipping, I was like, wow, I videoed this. This is brilliant. Then people were writing, well, it's been pushed. Like, no, I did it. It was fine. And
yeah.
yeah, you watch the footage and yeah, there are issues. But
um,
it
but
just,
if someone's being touched on the head,
you can't, yeah, it's
they
their
can't doubt
experience.
that because they felt it. Um,
That's
so
right.
I love it when people come into the tea room and say, "Wow, this has happened." You can't prove it, but you don't need to prove it. You've experienced it, and
That's right.
that's all they want.
You get some lovely stories there as well. Like,
Oh yeah,
what, 2 weeks ago, three of us have picked up, we're feeling happy and giddy, and we're kind of picking up on a child. And then another lady who sort of picked up on a mother. And it turned out the family were related and went through
mm,
the story between us. And like the people who hadn't done much investigating, but they're actually picking up things mediumistically.
yeah,
And then there's somebody on dowsing rods as well, which was getting a yes and no answer. And
yeah.
oh, it's just a beautiful story that we got. And
Oh,
also when you got the shelter in that first time,
yeah.
oh my God, I was near tears that night because that
No,
family
that's
came with the
good.
shelter. Can you remember when you
Yeah,
brought it from London?
yeah,
And that family just like came with the shelter,
yeah.
arrived at
That's good.
Haunted Antiques and went, oh, where are we?
Yeah.
You don't think about that, do you?
No, that's brilliant, isn't it?
It's yeah, it's mad. You just get different ideas about things. Really, it's
Yeah.
crazy. And a comment from Eric did Neil tell you what he did last night, and that was awesome. So
Oh yeah, Eric.
yeah,
Eric
Eric
watches.
loved
Yeah,
it. It's brilliant.
just to Eric. I've not put the pictures of my book on yet. I will tomorrow. I've been a bit weird today after last night. Jane told me I'm going to feel weird today. You know,
Yeah.
people say about the paranormal
Paranormal
hangover.
hangover. Yeah, it
I
can.
had the paranormal hangover from hell today. You know, I don't drink, but it felt like I'd had 20 pints.
Yeah.
It was just, but I'm
Full
okay now.
symptoms. Yeah.
But it was like Aim said, I did it for the team. So
Yeah. And it didn't cost you like 80 quid like it would if you got drunk.
no, it's
Yeah.
I've just got to come up with an idea to better it next time.
Oh my God. Dear me. So you've got a couple of days after to recover then if you're going to try and do that.
But I think me and Jen I've got the idea for a special coming soon.
Awesome. So watch Haunted Antiques
Watch this
Paranormal
space.
Research page. What I'll do is put it in the chat. Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research. Oh, I had to spell it while I'm trying to talk. It's not good.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Jane mentions these spiritual creatures.
Yep.
So, what you got to say about them? How did you discover them? And
Yeah, we don't just have human spirits at the center. You know, we've got a photo of our little ET friend up there. We've got spiritual creatures. There's quite a few now, but the first one is Mercurius, hence the title of my book, Mercurius and the Shattered Mirror. Just a little plug there. Mercurius was I released this creature from a little bottle that just come to the center. It was a chemist bottle. I just opened it because I'm nosy, and I released this creature. Jane came up that night or the next day or something, and she said, "There's a creature. It's got no back legs. It's just got front legs, and it's crawling across the floor, and it tries to crawl at people's legs." He's harmless though. He's nice, but we seem to be attracting more. So that's interesting in its own right. We've even had a famous investigator come to the centre a long time ago, and he brought a creature on his equipment.
oh, wow.
Of course, the creature stayed at the centre. He didn't know he got a creature.
Yeah.
I don't even think I've told him since.
Oh, wow.
I will do if I see him again.
Yeah.
But it came on his equipment, so obviously a location he went, the creature just went on it in his box and stayed there until he found somewhere he wanted to go. I don't know.
Awesome.
There's quite a few creatures around the centre, so we always say when you investigate or do a ghost hunt at the centre, please tell us if you get any strange sensations, especially around your ankles, because that's going to be Mercurius trying to crawl up your leg. Or there's another one that hangs from the ceiling. He'll touch people's head, that sort of thing. But tell us what you experience, which is very important to us. And also, if names pop into your head, if one person comes to me and says, "Oh, in the war room, the name John come to my head," if I'd not had that name before, it could be his imagination.
Yeah, that's
if
it.
I've had that name 5 times before, that's getting interesting then, isn't it? You know, that's
definitely.
That's where our research comes into it, you know, and then we can work with that, you know, we can try and find out who this John is.
Yeah. That's right. And that is it. When you get the validation, when you get the same story coming through more than once, it makes it all worth it, doesn't it?
I love listening to people's stories. I love listening to people's experiences at the centre. I love ghost stories anyway. They scare me. I don't like ghosts. I don't like horror films. They scare me too much. It's a bit weird owning the centre. But same as Jane though. Jane doesn't like horror films.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's the music.
So we don't watch them.
Yeah, I get you. I don't. No.
But then we work at the haunted building, so which is a bit weird.
Yeah.
But then horror films aren't real, are they?
No, that's it. Well, it's the music what does the horror.
Yeah,
if you didn't have the music, would it be scary?
Yeah, horror films are there to scare you.
That's right. Yeah.
In my experience, the paranormal isn't scary as such. It isn't. about people screaming. Although we
I
do
don't,
like
I
people.
don't, I don't know. It depends, doesn't it?
We li-
Like,
we like it when newbies scream. I must admit, because it's.
yeah, that was, yeah, we're not
But
comment on
that
that one.
but that's
But yeah, it
it's just
happens.
to me. It's just as nice talking to an old granny, listening to her story, as it is talking to a mass murderer. I'm just happy talking to an old lady or a child.
That's right. Yeah.
Um,
You've got a lovely old lady there. Oh my gosh, Mary.
yeah, I'm
And
quite jealous of
oh,
Jane because she sees them, so Jane
that's
knows what they
beautiful.
look like.
Yeah.
I would like to. I know Jane draws who she sees
Yeah.
anyway,
Jane is brilliant at drawing.
but it's. I wish I could see like Bob with his clown. I wish I could see Grandma
Yeah.
Mary. I wish I could see Robert,
Oh.
although Robert's not that nice. I wish I could see them, but he's not going to scare me, that sort of thing. But
Yeah.
I'm not interested in seeing about the disfigured man because I think he's going to look a bit gruesome, that sort of thing. I'd like to see the nice ones.
Disfigured man.
Yes,
Ooh. Okay.
we have a
On
disfigured.
Thursday, I had something facing me right in my face on my pillow,
Yeah.
and that was
Mm-hmm.
kind of dead and disfigured.
All right.
And I haven't met him over the weekend, so I don't know where he's from.
Don't
So
know.
that wasn't pleasant to wake up to.
I bet it was.
It's blue and grey. It weren't
Uh,
nice. His face was all.
that's one of
Ugh.
my biggest fears. Waking up in the middle
Oh
of the night,
God.
standing at the bottom of my bed.
Yeah, I had a right freaking out that night, and
I bet you did.
I don't know if I was going to bump into him somewhere. I was
Mm,
ready for him, but I don't know if I did or didn't. But yeah,
yeah.
not obviously. But I was tired last night.
Hmm.
Andy Tom, it's good to get a hit when on an investigation, but it's so much better to get confirmation of your hit. It gives you more confidence to continue and to try to improve and to help others to understand what's just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so right, isn't it?
I think unfortunately, well, I think people should feel at ease saying what they've experienced on ghost hunts or investigations, whatever you want to call them, they're all the same thing. But some people are, I think, are nervous to say what they think in case somebody else thinks they're an idiot.
I
Or
think in this community you can. Okay. Like you know who you can mention your experiences to.
yeah,
But like if I go to work and meet somebody, then I can't really mention the things what have happened to me.
yeah,
I work in an office for a council, so it's not really,
mm,
I have to be careful who I've mentioned some of my encounters to.
yeah.
Um, so,
It's to me, it's like putting photos on Facebook.
oh God,
You got to
yeah,
be careful because
definitely,
you probably will get attacked,
definitely,
and it's not nice. So
yeah,
I must admit, I don't put many photos on Facebook, but because I'm trying to get away from Facebook anyway. But
yeah, that's right. I do photography, so I put them on. I don't say anything, and I got one last night, and it's got a mark in it. It was just dust flying in front of the camera. I know that,
yeah,
and if anyone says it was something, I go, no, it's dust. It's dust because that's what it was. Saw it,
yeah.
but I think I have got a photo which question mark maybe paranormal.
Mm,
Okay, it's an orb. It was taken for a flash, and automatically people go, no, it isn't.
yeah,
So Viv and Adrian, who come to the centre, they were there.
I know them.
End of the night, there'd been some activity in that area. I'd taken photos all night with flash, nothing.
Mm,
So a lot of Nikons don't actually pick up the white light, the reflections anymore. So
yeah,
then, I was taking a photo of the night at the event and said, everyone smile. Just before the third photo, Viv says, Spirit, can you step in? And I got a white light in the photo.
mm.
Now,
I
the timing's there, isn't it?
I think because there's a big thing in the paranormal about all orbs are dust or water vapor or
Yeah.
whatever. I do think we tend to disregard everything, and I think we might be missing some good stuff.
That's right. Because, instantly, like, someone was watching me last night and they went, oh, there's to Bob's in it. So, well, I tried to explain, but I was tired. I was shattered, so he's just coming out with some garbled message.
Yeah.
But yeah, you try and like explain like this is what I think it is, but I don't know something else. I also I was doing Estes, and somebody I was with, Michelle, she actually saw something walk by me, but didn't capture it on camera. But
Yeah.
she now doesn't know if it's her eyes or not.
Yeah.
And it makes you, did she see something? Didn't she? And it's a big question, isn't it?
Yeah. I just think we should disregard all of them,
Mm.
like some people do.
Yeah, you
Some
just don't
people
know.
say there's no such thing as spirit orbs, um, but I just think, oh, that could be interesting.
Yeah, we just don't know. And a lot of it to me is probability. If
Mm.
you ask for something, you go, can you say the word bear? And an app, a spirit box, or whatever comes out with the word bear, then what's the chances of that happening? And then
Yeah.
if you ask for another word, like people say apps don't work, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. Well, how do you know?
Well, we don't know. I must admit, the spirit box does me head in.
Yeah, that noise. Yeah,
The noise does
Jesus.
me head in. I don't
Yeah.
like them. Um, what does annoy me on the TV and perhaps on YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube videos when they're doing a spirit box. People, especially the Americans, no disrespect to the Americans, but you do love the spirit box, and they hear something and they put it on the screen.
Oh God, yeah.
As soon as they put it on the screen, yes, you can hear it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have heard it otherwise.
But if you don't put it on the screen, I've said before, some of these investigators have got damn good hearing
God,
because
yeah.
I can't hear it.
I think you need to be in tune with it to some degree because I'm not. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
so the spirit box does me head in, but
Yeah,
that's just because the noise. Um, but I,
yeah,
if they work, they work. I don't know.
yeah.
Some people have got some interesting things from them.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like I was at Shepton, I was sitting where a prisoner was picking up stuff about this prisoner, and it's a horrible story. And the S box came out with, I must apologise. Clear
Mm,
as day, and it said it twice. Now,
yeah,
I was going to video that, I was going to film it, but when the nature of it came out, because this guy, it's a crime in the 70s, and because his family or her family is probably still going to be around,
yeah,
I don't want footage of that.
no,
So straight away, because of the year, I didn't want it.
yeah,
But I wish to God I'd actually recorded it just to say,
to
just
yourself,
to post those two clips, I must apologise, which was so clear
yeah,
on an S box. But that's the only thing I've got out of it.
mm,
Mine's broken. I
mm,
don't know why. So I'll have to see if Amy can fix it.
mm.
But Jane's a bit. I've gone back a bit on the comments. Horror films to surreal info to create profit, i.e., Valak. He is not a nun. He's a little cherub. So
Yes, we've done Valak a long time ago, didn't we,
you
Jane?
did, yeah.
Valak was one of the first. Valak was probably possibly
That
the
was quite
second one we did,
early. Yeah,
because the first demon connection show we did, we didn't do it live. We just recorded it, and it was just me and Jane because we didn't know what we were gonna what was gonna happen. It could have been bad. We didn't know, so it was just Jane and myself in the attic room, and we just recorded it. And then we decided to bring Amy and Ant in, and do them live because I do like doing things live. I think it's nice to have people who are watching to be there when we are. So
that's right.
we can't edit it. We can't change things. We can't change the angle of the camera to make it look something that's not there.
Yeah.
Um, so we do like doing it live. Plus, it's easy, isn't it? You press go live,
I
do
tell
what
you
you
what,
do,
it can be
press
really
stop,
hard
and it's
because
done.
nothing's happening and it's going live. You think, well, this is it. So I just end up chatting because, like, well, actually, let's look at this room because nothing's happening here. And
Well,
then the minute
you know,
minute you go away, it starts flashing or something.
if we're doing a
It's
dim
what it
connection
is.
and nothing happens, if he doesn't come,
It's fine.
it's going to be a short live.
Yeah, it's what happens, isn't it?
You
And
know,
that's it. You will show it as it is. I will. And
yeah, we don't exaggerate. We're not
no,
actors.
this is it.
Uh, you get what you see what we see,
Yeah. And
and
that's
that's
what I
why we like
like. It is true. It is raw, and it's as it is. Especially like Alone in the Dark as well, where
it.
people just that is like people just go around with a little camera, look through the lens. Oh my god, I'd break my neck on the steps. I would.
that, that
Um,
that's a good series that is
that's
Paranormal Black.
brilliant. Yeah, yeah.
I've
Huge
got
with it.
Barry Frankish are doing it this Thursday.
That's right. Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
Looking forward to
Yeah.
that one.
So I met Barry when he had the den. So yeah, I like his old methods because he sort of does the old style methods, which is
Yeah.
brilliant. And that's
Well,
great.
the good thing about the Paranormal Blackout series is it's always going to be different because some people are going to be using the equipment. Some people are going to be using mediumship. Barry probably won't use any equipment. So everyone's different. We
That's
we all
right.
do things slightly different.
And
Now,
as
when
long as you're right with the spirit
yeah,
and you you're showing things actually as they are, then that's cool. You know,
yeah,
credit to everyone who does
just
that. That's why it
just
should be done.
just be yourself and enjoy it. And to me,
Yeah,
be yourself and enjoy it.
yeah, that's it. Unless you get
Don't.
carried out.
Oh yeah, that's
I
that's
don't
good
know.
fun to watch, though, isn't
Yeah, nothing like that. Oh my
it?
God, someone carried out in his life. Yeah, always be one to live down, won't it? But yeah, Andy Tom, he says things happen for a reason, both in the real world and that of the paranormal. If you're meant to experience something, you almost certainly will, or may even have already done so.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Very true.
that's true. I think we're frozen. I don't know if I have, or I don't know if Neil has. Hello?
I'm
Can you
still
hear
here.
us? Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
here.
here. Did I
I'm here.
freeze? I don't know what happened. I got a message come up, so whether it just stopped it. Eric, the problem is that people are looking at one thing and not seeing the whole picture. And
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
true.
Wesley's got a great question. Wesley Jessica. What do you do if you see demons or are confronted by them?
Well, we do a live series called The Demon Connections. During that, Jane invites a different demon every episode. So we've chatted to about 22, 23 demons so far.
Yeah.
In our experience, they're not like Hollywood portrays them. They're not scary. And actually, if you research demons, for Jane mentioned Valak, it was portrayed as the nun in the Conjuring film. Valak was actually a cherub or a little boy, and they're not here to hurt you in our experiences.
Yeah. That's brilliant that you're finding these things out though. And you're willing to try and find them out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Like I said, some people
Yeah.
didn't want to be associated with me after I announced we were doing the Demon Files, but that's up to them. But to me, and I'm sure to Jane, Amy, and Ant, the Demon Connections is the most important thing that we are doing at the minute.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
And I keep on about last night's episode. Last night was the information that we were getting is amazing, and it's quite literally out of this world. He's on about the beginning of time.
Fantastic. Yeah,
And they're
yeah.
here. They want to help us.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, because humans certainly trying to screw things up at the moment, aren't they? I don't know what the hell's going on at the moment.
Um,
No. Mad.
I'll have to watch that live feed last night, Jackie, and
Yeah, I will
you'll
do.
seriously
Definitely.
you'll get some answers.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah.
We got some answers last night that I weren't
Mind blowing.
expecting. Well, I was kind of expecting because it's what I believed anyway.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's great to get that.
But if you're religious, perhaps you shouldn't watch it.
Yeah, I'm not. So it's all
No.
good. Big shout out to Jay Taylor. Hope you well. One thing for sure is he can honestly say, I've seen and heard things I can't explain, that's for sure. Seeing is believing. So that's it,
Mm.
isn't it? And I
Yeah,
think the more you meet like-minded people, you can say what you saw, they'll believe you until
yeah.
you prove that, you know. Bonjour, Philippe. Nice to see you. And I hope you enjoy your show. I hope that StreamYard actually translates it for you so you can actually understand. But thanks for
Mm,
watching. That's brilliant.
that's good.
My French is absolutely appalling. I did it at school and we're not actually taught to speak very well, even though we can pass the exams. It's not, yeah, it's pitiful, really. Sort of what our standards are.
I can't
Um,
speak any foreign language.
well, I tried French and it was like tourist French. So, it's not, hey, yeah, we can see you. Thank you. Um, so what people are calling demons are not demons. Yeah. I know, because in some TV shows, a demon's around every corner, or YouTube, WTF, demon. I'm not interested in
uh,
watching something like that. It's
it
clickbait
to
don't work.
me some of them are laughable. Um, but that's just from my experience on what we're getting.
Oh,
Uh,
bless you. Yeah. So Wesley just asked for protection of guardian angels. I'm not being attacked or bothered by them. That's cool. Yeah, just keep your protection up. If you ever have any worries, just call your protection in and you'll be fine. But I go out doing this a lot, investigating, working, trying to speak and communicate with the demons. No ill effects. It's fine, and you just got to be careful everything you do,
well,
just be respectful.
in my humble opinion, if to come across a demon in a haunted location is going to be pretty rare. I think I do believe it's more likely to be a human spirit pretending to be demonic just to scare
You
you.
can get that, yeah.
Um, because these I don't they don't like to be called demons, right? I'm
Does
gonna
anyone like to be given a label?
no, they don't like the label.
Yeah.
That they basically want to be referred to as the Watchers. They're not like Hollywood portrays them. I think they got better things to do, and it's not possessing people. They don't do that. I think if you go into a haunted location, for example, you go to an asylum and you think you hear some growls, it's more likely to be a dog than
Yeah.
a demon. In our experiences, the demon won't even be there. There's more chance of a nasty human
Oh,
because there's
definitely.
some real nasty humans that have
God, yeah.
lived. Um, and if they know you're scared of the label demon, they could pretend to be a demon. Um, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? I've had a comment here from Filippo. He wants to mention his encounter. And yeah, if you want to mention it, and we'll see if we can help you in any way. Or if you want to just message afterwards, that's fine.
Hmm.
And we can let you know what we think, or sort of ask a meeting if you want. Just if it just helps you, because sometimes you do get these really weird far out encounters,
Yeah.
and I basically I was speaking to Ben Winfield, and he said that I was like partial possession, because basically it's like a little girl stepped into me and she had control of all my body, and my head was going to my mouth, get it out of me. And for months it screwed my head up.
Mm,
And I didn't have any. I tried to talk to people, and then, oh gosh, somebody got a bit arsy with me over it.
mm,
I only wanted a reason, and she's like, "Oh, if you're that standard of mediumship, then
well, blimey.
what? I'm just asking. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my old teammate, Daniel, miss you, guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Now, Daniel, oh my God, I was going to mention this earlier, but this is like so cool now. So, you've always mentioned the creatures, and like loads of people go there. There's creatures, and
Yeah,
one of my friends, Phil Newton, he picked something up, and something
yeah,
crawled up his arm, and all that. So, creature, and I believe everyone's saying, and people had actually seen creatures running around his house. That
yeah,
one, and yeah, and came with Daniel one day. So I went into the attic room and just sat there. All of a sudden, Daniel was kind of freaking out, and he got stuff around his feet, going, "Oh, what are these?" So he could actually see the creatures.
yeah,
And to get that validation is absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
yeah.
It was wonderful. I
Brilliant.
loved it, and it's just to get that. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, because Daniel didn't know, you
Mm.
know, but he saw them and like I wouldn't like to see them. I don't think so.
Some are
I don't know what
nice.
they're like. They're like little rats running around.
Mm.
So yeah. Hi to Linda Judd as well. Let's join us. So Filippo. Uh, so he left a disco at the end of the night, fell asleep in the park, woke up covered in ectoplasm, then sees four large male ghosts running away. Wow, that's interesting. I don't know. See, I've never encountered ectoplasm, but I know of its existence.
Um,
So that's an interesting one. I'll get
but
back to you on that one. It's yeah,
did you keep
interesting.
did you keep any of the ectoplasm
That's a question, isn't it? Filippo, did you
to
keep any of the ectoplasm?
be analysed? That would
I
be
think I'd be
interesting.
horrified. God.
Mm. Strange one.
Wow. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, have a think about that one and let you know on that. That's yeah, you see things do
Weird.
happen and you want answers, don't you? And
Yeah,
it just puzzles you until you can get some sort of answer what to try and
yeah,
get some idea in your mind really.
yeah.
Oh, take care. Thanks for watching and sweet dreams. No
Bye.
demon nightmares to you both. Linda, are you familiar with the different vibes of each of the items in your centre?
Different vibes. I know about all the items. Obviously, I know which can have attachments or which ones do have energy around. Um, I can't sense if anyone's around. I must admit. Sometimes I can. Sometimes you walk in the room and you feel uncomfortable, but I don't think that's sensing spirit. That's just sensing the energy in the air. Um, So yeah, I know what's got attachments and which have got energy because there's a difference.
There
Uh,
is, yeah.
I believe things you touch throughout your life, you leave a trace of your energy behind. Um, so they have all got energy, but they're just a wide mix of different items.
Yeah. It, and it is so great when somebody else gets the same information, isn't it?
Yes,
Or
but
similar information.
what we do is at the centre is if we get a new item and Jane just work with it first to see what sort of category she says it is, and if she says it's got an attachment, it's got an attachment. If it's just got an energy around it, that's all it has. So
Yeah.
Jane does the work first.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? I don't know if yeah. Um it's like yeah, Eric says energy is everything, so that's cool. Linda Judd, vibes equal energies, attachments, yeah. They're still putting out energy, not as much as a live person.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. So Parameet, tell us
Yes.
about it then.
Um, the parameet last year we held our first parameet at Bosworth Hall. It was going to be a one-off, but it went so well. We've decided to hold another one this year. It's in Rugby. It's at Brownsover Hall Hotel. Fantastic building. We have got the whole building. We've booked all the bedrooms. It's 2 days, 2nd and 3rd of September. Jacqueline's coming.
I am. Yeah.
You're staying overnight on the Saturday. We have got some amazing guest speakers. I can't reel them all off. I know Mark Warbank's one of them.
Yeah.
We've got some
Awesome.
fantastic guest speakers on the Saturday and the Sunday. It's just £11 to get in for the both days, so it's not the normal paranormal convention prices. Something like £100 or something, somewhat ridiculous, aren't they?
Yeah.
But during the day, the 2 most haunted bedrooms will be there, and we'll be doing experiments in them. We'll have workshops throughout the day. We'll have stores, so we've got vendors selling paranormal equipment, doing tarot readings, doing mediumship readings, selling stuff, all sorts. We will have the Pandora's box there, which is a new experiment that we've got at the centre. We will have the paranormal confessional booth as well. So if you've got any funny paranormal stories for
Awesome.
Amy, we are having the paranormal confessional booth. So we've got workshops from different people. Then on the Saturday night, we are going to do a big experiment. It's going to be basically a seance, but we're going to have lots of different tables around as well with different equipment. Eamon Van Harris from Most Haunted, he's coming along with his new piece of equipment as well. He's going to do a talk as well. We're going to have Penny Griffiths Morgan. She's doing a talk, but she's also going to be the historian on the Saturday night for us. Excellent. So if anyone picks up anything, any names or anything, we're going to have lots of our team members around. So, for example, if Jackie says, "Oh, I'm picking up Albert,"
surname and a date, which can happen. Yeah,
we will send one of our team members to Penny to say, "Penny, can you research him tonight to see if she can find him?" Yeah. So she'll have the internet, she'll have the books of Rugby. So it's going to be a fantastic weekend as far as I can say. We are going to stay there Friday and Saturday night. So we're going to get the full effect of it. There's not many bedrooms left for the Saturday night. Actually, they've sold really, really well.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a good opportunity for individuals in the paranormal like you, Jacqueline, or small teams to meet other small teams, because some of these locations are priced out your league, small teams league. So if you meet another small team and get on, hit it off, you want to investigate together, you can do that, and we've had that in the past.
That's brilliant, because that's what I do. I am kind of on my own. Yeah. But I will meet up with other people, and I like that. Yeah. Like Mark, he came to the UK from Auckland. He arranged, like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Like, he went to so many places. Like, most nights he was somewhere different, meeting different people, and like, wow, that's incredible.
But it's very friendly, very informal. And that's the main comment for last year. It's just so friendly and open, and you can talk to everybody. And like I say, we've got the hotel all day Saturday to ourselves. There'll be no other guests coming in like there was at Bosworth Hall last year. And we've got the whole hotel to ourselves. So you just go and talk to different people. If you want to organise a buffet lunch, we can organise that as well.
Yeah, I've got mine booked.
The bar will be open anyway, so you can get food all day, all night. The entrance fee also includes tea and coffee all day. So we've tried to make it as cost effective as we can. But obviously,
you've got the cost to cover, haven't you?
It's an expensive weekend for us. So
of course it is, yeah.
I'm not looking at making lots of money. I'm just looking to cover the cost, make a few quid as well, obviously, to the centre. But the main thing is to just cover the cost and have a good weekend. meeting
That's
different
it.
people, getting to know different people. I'd love people from all walks of the paranormal, whether you're on TV, whether you're on Powerflix, whether you're on YouTube, or whatever you do, whether you have a venue group, whether you have your own investigation group, whether you have got a haunted location, you're all welcome. Let's try and. I don't like the word power unity.
Oh, don't even start me on
Hate
that.
it.
My God.
But
I was
let's
kicked out of a
just
group because, person running it had an issue with somebody and they were trying to welcome people in it. Like, what?
so
Blew it straight
I don't
away.
I
No.
don't believe in power
Oh,
unity. It'll
God.
never happen. But
No.
it's just let's all get together and see old friends and make new friends, basically.
Yeah.
And the Haunted
That's
Live
lovely.
guys, Haunted Magazine will be there. They're always
Oh,
there.
they're
We
funny,
can't.
yeah.
We just can't get rid of them guys now. So this is great.
They're
Um,
smart, they are. Yeah,
it,
it's nice.
it's going to be a fun weekend. There's going to be laughs. It's just going to be an enjoyable weekend, as
Yeah,
far as I can see.
that's cool. Linda Judd says do a live, Jackie. Well, it's up to the boss man. We'll see.
What's
I'll
that?
have to ask. And Wesley, do you believe that spirits are attracted to water and gold objects? Oh,
I,
gold, yeah, gold's an object, but water's different.
the experts reckon the water enhances the energy, don't they?
I've done water readings where you stick your hand in
I
water
don't.
and you pick up. Yeah, I've done water readings and you can stick your hands in and somebody put their hands in first,
Yeah,
get that energy, and then you do it, and then I did get a
I don't,
reading from that. So I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know. I've never tried it,
interesting.
Wesley. Sorry, so I don't tend to give my opinion too much on things that I've not tried. You know, I wouldn't give my own opinion on a haunted location unless I've been there, because I don't think I'm qualified to give an opinion then. So
Yeah, that's
I
it.
don't know.
Oh, night, Michelle. Hope you're all right.
Good
Oh,
night.
when I was saying bye to AJ. Yeah, Filippo, I had a laugh. Thank you. Don't want to share about your black snake in the toilet. Thank you very much. And so we go. It's a shame for some small groups that are unable to make a viable cost investigation, but larger groups might swamp it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They do, but I know, for example, Hazel at Haunted Happenings, they do welcome small paranormal teams to join them on their big locations, and the Haunted Happenings team, will let you go off on your own as much as it's safe to do so. For example,
Yeah, that's it.
and
That's
Hazel is
great.
doing a talk at the Pound Meet as well. Again,
Yeah. Then she's with Haunted
she owns Haunted Happenings.
Happenings.
So
Yeah. That's it.
if you want to go to the big locations like Newsham Asylum, um, you could talk to Hazel at the Power Meet, and I know they allow small teams. Obviously, it depends on the location of how many can go, but
That's right.
it does allow that.
It's all about talking to people, isn't it?
Yeah,
And not always going on what's on social media. Have a conversation. It's there,
it's I always believe, listen to what people say, but then make your own mind up.
That's right. Yeah, that's
Take
it.
take the best pieces of everyone and leave the bad pieces of everyone, and you'll be okay. But form your own opinion.
Definitely. Yeah. And unfortunately, loads of people have opinions, don't they? Which is
They do.
good, but it's okay if it's amicable and
Yeah,
agree to disagree, really. And that's the thing,
some
isn't it?
people. Unfortunately, some people don't, do they?
Yeah, that's it. Linda says, do you recommend groups to bring calling cards to swap? Lol at your swap meet.
Yeah,
That's what it's
yeah,
all about, isn't it?
yeah, definitely. Like I say,
Facebook, whatever.
I'm not a fan on Facebook. I actually hate Facebook. Facebook controls and limits to how many people see your posts. So I don't think Facebook works for the majority of the I'm just talking about paranormal now.
Yeah.
I do think there needs to be something just for the paranormal people, just to talk and get to know each other.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What that is, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Because
But yeah,
we have met a lot over Facebook, but it's not. Oh
but
my gosh. You
it's
can get
getting
in jail
worse.
for anything, can't you?
It's getting
It's
worse
mad.
now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got 17,000 followers on Facebook. Some of my posts reach 200, and to me, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I've built up that community, but that community is not allowed to see what I'm doing, and that's, to me, that's not fair. You probably get the same
Yeah.
as on your group, Jackie.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I first started, like, I did my first podcast on haunted antiques, I
Yeah,
was getting 1,000 views.
yeah,
And then 1 month, all of a sudden, it halved everyone's views,
yeah.
didn't it? And
Yeah.
then, like, now it's kind of pushing my views up a bit because it wants me to do stars. I'm not interested. So I think it's
It,
showing me, oh, you can get all these views, start having stars. And then, no, I'm not interested. So I'm not going to
Star.
concede. I'm not interested in that.
The only people to benefit from the stars is Facebook.
Yeah, because you get hardly anything and they get the bulk of it. Well, why give Facebook money?
So
No.
I do think this. Excuse me. There needs to be something else, just for the paranormal field,
Yeah.
that we sort of control ourselves.
Nice. Yeah, nice
If you've got
community.
17,000 followers, those 17,000 followers receive the notifications when you do something, but that's going away. That's not including this new Facebook thing with
Everyone.
at everyone, because that just
Yeah.
annoys the hell out of everybody.
It just, yeah.
Um,
I've unfollowed groups because of it. But I've now found out someone mentioned that you can actually get rid of it within your settings.
all right.
So I've got rid of it in my settings so I don't get it anymore, thank God. But I did
So
leave a lot of groups over it.
I don't. I'm not using Facebook a lot at the minute. I don't put much on Facebook at the minute. But then YouTube's the same. YouTube annoys the hell out of me. It's adverts.
Yeah, that's it.
You watch a YouTube unless you pay.
Yeah. Oh
I don't
God,
agree.
yeah.
I don't agree with paying for things, because I just don't agree with it. I don't like adverts.
Yeah.
So you watch a YouTube video. You're 30 seconds into the video, and there's an advert comes on.
Yeah, that's it.
So I turn it off.
Yeah. Well,
I don't.
Facebook does adverts as well, doesn't it, for the larger teams?
Well, yeah,
I think.
Facebook now.
Oh
All the
God, the
on
adverts,
your
yeah.
wall, it's all suggested for you.
Pants. It keeps showing me pants.
Follow this, follow
These
this.
unflattering pants people are wearing. Like, why? I don't want to see that. Why on earth? It's mad.
That's the way Facebook is now is the main reason because we HAPRC, we've got our own app.
Yeah, that's it.
So I can put things on there. There's no adverts. There's no interference. When I do a notification, everyone on that app receives the notification. I know that because it tells me. So perhaps an app is the way forward for the paranormal. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's
but
just
then
tough,
apps cost
isn't it?
money.
I know it's mad, isn't it? I've got a response from Jane. Like, I'm a bit behind on comments, but about you getting more results from the Fae with the water and the gold.
All right, there you go.
So that's a great, yeah. But I'm
Jane is an amazing source of information. Even if I say so myself, she reads that much. If you got a question that's a bit out of the ordinary, ask Jane Rowley.
yeah, that's it. Andy says it's a great setup regarding the Parameet. Linda Judd. Parameet's nice ring to it, very social.
It is.
Oh, Linda. There's a new outlet online.
All right.
Paralinked.com. It's a new Paranetwork website.
All right. Thanks for that, Linda. I will check that out.
Oh, okay. I will as well.
Paranormal.com. Yeah.
So it's like LinkedIn, I guess, for the para people.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. Certainly check out that one. But Leslie, Robbie, I can see a thing saying send 200 stars. I'm not a fan of that. Please send me pineapple pizza instead. Yeah.
Oh, pineapple pizza.
And oh god, yeah. I don't know. I will have it. I will.
Pineapple
I've
pineapple
had it.
pizza red pineapple pizza red sauce on.
Oh,
Sounds
oh,
good to me.
red sauce
Yeah.
in addition to tomato sauce.
Well, the same thing, isn't it? I call it red
No.
sauce. Yeah, red sauce is tomato sauce, but I'm a bit common.
Do you have pizza with tomato sauce on it?
Yeah.
Ugh. I haven't got an
You
issue
ain't
with pineapple, but I'm not
you
sure
you
about.
ain't you ain't lived, Jacqueline.
Have garlic mayo of mine, thank you. But yeah,
Okay,
if
Jacqueline,
Facebook's showing stars on here, don't bother. Don't give any.
we disagree with red sauce on pizza though, but we'll still be mates.
We're not arguing, it's totally wrong what you're doing. But hey, I will come and see you when is it March? I don't know. I don't know when the
Yeah,
next one
March.
is.
It's nearly sold out as
Yeah.
well, so
Um. Yeah, Philip, Poe's having a laugh. Cheers, mate. Seeing stars in groups, refused to send them. Yeah, Jane was laughing about how I said about advertising getting pants all the time. And these are the most unflattering pants ever. I'm sorry, and I don't know if the blokes have got padding in or not, but oh dear. Really, I'm not
I'll make
interested.
no comments to that one.
So I've just like bugger off on the advert and hopefully it'll just keep it off my timeline because I'm sorry,
I
they're not
I
even attractive pants.
I really hate Facebook, but I think it was Linda made a comment about that other website.
Yes,
I-
well, Parapost is an app you can download stuff to that.
I'll have a look at
Yeah,
that.
the Parapost was inspired by LinkedIn, so we'll check that out.
I
Thanks
don't
for
know what
that.
it is, but I'll have a look. That sounds
Yeah, I'm
interesting.
on LinkedIn, but yeah,
I don't know what
that's a
that is.
oh, that's for professional. That's for your jobs. So if you want a new job, it's like recruitment sort of side of things.
All right.
So Eric likes pineapple with barbecue sauce. That's all right. Yeah,
No,
I've had a
no, sorry.
barbecue and meat pizza before. That's cool.
No, I don't.
Um,
Red sauce
oh,
for
and
me.
here we go, Linda Judd. Particular to Little Caesar's Palace Pizza, hot and ready sauce. Sounds good. Yeah, there's a few para folk on LinkedIn, and yeah,
Okay.
I kind of
I
mentioned,
I
yeah,
have heard of that, but I've no idea what it is.
yeah.
But then I'm getting
Jeremy,
old.
Jeremy and the Things Networks on LinkedIn, so I've kind of I've liked that. Yeah, if you call it like connected on
Oh,
LinkedIn.
all
That's
right.
it. Right terminology there. But yeah. But thanks so much for the chat. It's been wonderful as ever. Um,
Yeah, good.
Thanks everyone who's watched. Thank you so much, and look after yourselves. And next week I've got MJ Dixon. So cheers everyone,
Bye.
and goodbye.